All right, welcome to the Homies Hub. This is another video. If you don't already know, jump into the Discord. Let's build this community up and talk about all of the things and all of the different kinds of nuances that you would need to know as somebody that wants to date overseas, especially in Latin American countries. So, I'm just going to jump right into this, okay? Screw it. No real intro. Okay, so I have been out of the country a bunch of times. I don't really know off the top of my head how many times I've been out of the country, but I'm gonna basically just talk about my dating life outside of the US and dealing with women that are not necessarily from the US or not native to the US, and dealing with women that are native to the US, but their culture is different, right? Like they're not black, okay? I'm going to talk about that kind of experience and then what you should expect when you start dating overseas. Some of the things people don't talk about, especially because a lot of these YouTube pages are ran by black guys, and I love it, and I love seeing black men go around the country and get their just desserts. But there is something that you have to keep in mind as you are navigating there. Okay. And I'm just going to jump in and just straight up say it, right? Women across the world love black men, but women across the world love black men the way that, somebody loves candy or someone loves cake. Like it's sweet for you, it tastes good, but it's not good for you and it's not something that you should have long term, right? And this is kind of the mentality that comes from just like generations of just racism, whitewashing, oppression, things like that. And as I've said in previous videos, colorism and racism is a real thing in Colombia. Whether they like to admit it or not, a lot of them don't like to admit it. They like to all say that they're, oh no, we're all African, but it's BS. There's a lot of colorism, and you can see that when you go to, I've only been to Cartagena and Medellin, but you can literally see that, and from other YouTube videos that like people of color are on the bottom of the totem pole there. I think across the world, people of color are at the bottom of the totem pole in countries where you have fairer skinned people. Economically, like I don't see a lot of business owners or people that have money or are well off that are people of color that are native to Colombia. I have not seen it. I'm going there again, to do more research. And I don't like to just, paint a vague picture or just one picture or one size fits all picture on a place. But based off of my research, what I've done online, what I've seen, and physically being there, I'm like, yeah, no. Okay, so that being said, but you're probably a first worlder black guy, right? So you're gonna be able to get any girl that you want. But from to what extent do you have this woman? Do you have her for a fun time? Do you have her for, as a short term girlfriend? Does she seek to actually have a family and have kids with you? Now, when you're dating Latinas or white girls, whether they're in the US or they're in Colombia, they're holding you to a standard that they usually probably wouldn't hold somebody of their own race. Okay, just keep this in mind. I have dated tons of Latinas, like, you know what I mean? And my longest relationship with one, she never introduced me to her parents as her boyfriend. I was her friend, even though, like, I was her boyfriend for years, was rocking with her for years, went through college together, never introduced me as to her parents as her man. And now I don't know if this has to do with me being black, but I do know her parents did show some like concern if we might have been dating. At least her mom did, right? Because now she gets pregnant and she has a kid. That kid is dark. And no matter what they tell you, they're not that embracing of a dark skinned child. I don't necessarily know if it's a superiority complex or it's like a concern like this child's dark skin and they're going to have a harder life and things like that. I will say people of color do have a harder life generally across the world. But this is why we have this channel, because I want to talk about this stuff, right? And I want to reinforce the idea that if you are looking to excel in a world that is dominated by fair skinned men and white men, conquistadors, okay? You have to be 10 times better than your competition as a black guy. You know what I mean? Like, and I say this to say, when you're dealing with these women from other cultures and they're going to deal with you as a black guy and maybe take you serious, they're looking for the cream of the crop. They're looking for a guy that's in shape, got his finances together, okay? You know what I'm saying? Is not really not saying they don't like the thug aesthetic, but that's all short term. If we're talking about long term, like you need to be a chameleon. Even though your base color is black, you fit in everywhere. I'm not telling you to change who you are because I'm not changing who I am. I'm not telling you to yes sir, no sir to nobody because I definitely don't do that for anybody. But I'm educated. I got my degree. I'm thinking about going to go get my master's. I'm making sure that my income is rolling in, or at least I set up opportunities to make more income. I'm getting really well versed with AI, computer, you know, digital nomad things. And I'm just really like respectful, but I'm not someone that you're gonna walk over. You know what I mean? So as a black guy, you want to come as the cream of the crop because now when she brings you home to dad and you give him a nice firm handshake with your brolic ass forearm and tight finger grip and strength, and you look him in his eyes and you say, "Hello, how you doing, sir?" Right? And then he can look at you from head to toe. He sees that you're well put together. You can take care of his daughter. He feels more comfortable. Okay. The only father at that point that's not going to be comfortable is really just because he really is racist. But usually, I think the insecurity comes from the idea like this man might not take care of my daughter or he might not stick around my daughter, right? Like black guys are known to be fun, lay the pipe, and don't really want to stick around. It's a stigma. It doesn't mean it's true. I'm just telling you what the general stigma is. So don't take any of my personal opinions like they're God given truth. I'm just giving you an observation and stigmas that I have observed. Okay. But with that being said, when you're dating, and I'll speak about some of my kinds of experiences in London as well, but let's just focus on the Latinas. When you're dating Latinas, you want to know the language. You want to understand the language. You have to know the culture. Okay? You being a black guy speaking fluent Spanish will get you all the way in there. All the way in there. Okay? Now, when I was dating in London, this girl was not Hispanic. She was Pakistani. But her parents were obviously opposed to her dating black guys, right? So it's like, at that point in time, I had dreadlocks. They were pretty neat, pretty kept tidy, stuff like that. If you got to start changing aspects of yourself to try to appease these people, I say don't do that. Like, I'm never for that. I only tell you to be on a higher level than them, but you don't have to change none of your kinds of aesthetics to try to be more fitting to them. I know a lot of them prefer clean shaven black dude, even though right now I am clean shaven. Back then, I had a point to prove. So I had the dreadlocks and I was trying to show people, even with the dreadlocks, I still got my degree. I'm still working in business. I'm still in corporate. I'm still doing this, XYZ, whatever. Let's focus on the Latinas because I know that's why you guys are here. Okay. So listen, get your bag up, get your physique right. In some of these videos, you guys are seeing me, I'm over 260, 270 pounds. I'm down at 230 right now. We're going to try to coast down to 190, 200, solid muscle. You know what I'm saying? Make sure that first your health is right. Your money is right. I'm not telling you to trick, but be nice, get some gifts for the parents, take care of them here and there, things like that, especially inside a third world country. That'll be easy, bro. $150 randomly every few months will definitely have them loving you. You know what I'm saying? Like that when you're navigating this life, you gotta navigate life, relationships, and all things like it's business. Don't take things personal because humans and their nature, if you're waiting for people to show you as much genuine love as you show other people, you're going to be disappointed. Okay? So, I know this video is getting kind of long. I try to keep these videos under 15 minutes. But yeah. So that's it. Be better than your competition. Be much well put together. Really learn the language, learn the culture, and don't be afraid to teach them language and teach them culture. You know what I'm saying? And show the pride in being a black man. Okay, there's pride in it. There's pride in it. You know what I mean? We got reggae, we got hip hop, we got Afro beats. These are the things that they're jamming to at the parties, having fun to, right? Okay, so they need to be able to embrace that side of us and understand that there's beauty in that, and it's okay to come in and mix with us, the black man, the original man. Okay, so be black and be proud, even if whoever you're dealing with wants to be racist or say racist things to you. And it's happened to me with some girls out there in Colombia. It's happened to me with some guys out there in Colombia, right? It's foolishness. It's just ignorance. You know what I mean? You got to just show them that we're better than that. Simple as that. But I'm gonna give you the sweet gems right now. In the next 20 to 50 years, most women are going to prefer black men, especially Latinas. Like they already do in parts of the world, especially in New York City. You know what I mean? They're going to prefer black men. Okay. Right now, like the US is making that massive change. And then once the US starts pushing that out to the general social consciousness across the globe, everyone's going to start to prefer black men. So right now, you are a pioneer. When you cross those seas and you meet these women in all these different countries, Colombia, Japan, Thailand, Philippines, London, even though there's already black men in London, you are a pioneer, okay? You are Christopher Columbus. Even though we don't uphold Christopher Columbus, you are one of those type dudes. You got on that plane, you sailed the seas, and you got yourself into some coochie, okay? This is what we're here to do, all right? This is what we're here to do. We're here to explore, make money, and enjoy life and things like that. Anyways, to end this video off, join the Discord. I'll be talking about um digital nomad stuff, remote jobs, opportunities, referral programs that you can get yourself into so that you can have some kind of income flowing as you're going about your trips. Thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It was kind of funny, but please leave your commentary below.